In this video, I want to talk about how to develop your character if you do not know how to do it. So, one way to develop your character is to not do it consciously. You might be in a situation or your circumstances might be in such a way that it forges you or it uh, makes you become a certain kind of human being, and you have no choice but to deal with the situations that you are surrounded by and try to come out with the best possible solutions to build the best possible character that you can be to solve those problems that you might be facing. And in that process, you might become a certain kind of person, or your character might be developed in certain kind of way, and that can shape you as a human being. This is something of an extreme example because there are people who are suffering from a lot of ailment, diseases, or circumstances, war, and all those troubles that can make a person, that can leave a person with no other option but to develop themselves in such a way so that they can deal with the problems that they are facing immediately. And that ability to face the problem and to become someone who is capable of dealing with the problem makes a character out of someone. And that is one way of developing a character for someone, and that is not something that one consciously tries to develop himself in a particular character, but the situation, the surroundings, and the environment that demands out of him will make him a certain kind of character. This is one way of developing your character. The second way is not so extreme. If you are not coming from an extreme situation, if you're not surrounded by war torn environment like there are many in this world, then, and if you are thinking how you should go about in building your character, then I would say that look at many people from different fields and try to identify what particular quality of them makes you attractive, makes them attractive towards you. For example, in this world of internet, you can go out into the internet, you can go out into the YouTube and search, try and view different types of people that are good in their field, what they do, and try to see what particular quality you think is something that you admire, something that catches your attention. And what you do is you try to hold on to that idea, or you try to hold on to that particular characteristic that you find in someone that you think is attractive towards you, and you point that out and you try to emulate, or you try to develop on that particular character. For example, was when I used to watch videos on the YouTube and all, I found Jordan Peterson, I found Andrew Tate. These are the guys who are extremely well when it comes to communication. They were someone who were absolutely at the peak of their ability to communicate a difficult thought, or communicate a difficult an idea that was difficult to communicate, and they were able to do that in a flawless manner to the person in front. And they were absolutely beast when it comes to communication. They can be the best communicator at any given level, and that particular quality of them was something that was attractive to me. So I tried to emulate, I tried to develop, and I tried to practice upon building that particular skill of communication from them. The other quality that you can try to find is that, suppose you see someone on the internet that has a great physique, and you are somehow finding it attractive to have that kind of physique, and you wanting to have that kind of body or physical appearance. Then what you do, you try to follow that particular person, how he built that physique, what exactly did he do to develop that physique and to maintain that physique, and you try to emulate their routine and you try to develop that particular quality. Like this manner, you can try and see what particular quality of any person on the internet attracts you. It might be in the real world also. In the real world, you might come across some person who is extremely kind, who is extremely generous, and that particular quality might attract you, and you can try and emulate, you can try and imbibe that character into yourself. So in that manner you can just go out there into the real world or in the internet and try to see what particular characteristics you find attractive of a certain person, and you can try and search how exactly that person developed that skill, and you can imbibe that into yourself. By doing that, you will be able to make your character in a certain way that you would love to have, because you particularly picked and chose certain qualities that you admired, and you into your own character imbibed those qualities into your own character. So if you are someone who is confused that how you should go about into building your own character, this is a practical, and this is a very very comprehensive and effective and useful and amazing way to build your character in a certain manner that you would love to have. So yeah, if you are someone who was thinking about it, like made this video, because I think I was someone in the second category, in which I used to ponder and wonder in my early 20s how I should be trying to develop my character. And I think the practical solution for this is the solution that I just given. You have to go and try to find the people that you admire and the certain characteristic feature of that particular person that you admire, and you try to understand how that person developed that particular character, and you try to work upon building that character into yourself. This is the simplest way that you can collect one after the other characteristics and just try to build up and try to emulate and try to develop that particular feature or particular skill or particular characteristics into yourself. This is a simplistic way by which you can develop your character or develop your personality.